you guys stick around to the end of the video, I'm gonna show you my John Cena, Milli Vanilli, and Terry Crews themed Christmas decorations that I put up in my apartment. It was great. I think I'm gonna do spring decorations that are equally unhinged. Hi, I'm Olivia, and I am so happy to be back. You have no idea. I am so sorry. I'm shaking the camera. I'm so excited to be back that I'm shaking the camera. There's a reason that I've been gone, and there's a reason that I'm back. We're gonna kind of talk about it. The good girl version of me is dead.
That Tom's dead!
Killing her, bam, she's done. I am done with it. I have had some very hard lessons since I got my eyesight in 2016. The other thing that I don't talk about so much on here is I was also raised in a religious cult, and I was raised really poor. So I was isolated from the real world in addition to my disability. I've been working with a therapist for many years on acclimating to the real world because I didn't get to go to, prom, I didn't stay in a dorm in college, like none of the things, they're socializing and that's scary. But that's actually really important because then you get to be somebody like me who is, way over 30 and just like, I don't know why people do what they do. In the last 7 years or 8 years since getting my eyesight, I have seen things that I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. This person actually went out of their way to do that? It's not logical. It doesn't make sense, but humans are not logical. If you are a good girl or were raised to be a good girl, you were raised to care for people, you're raised to give. And I love doing that. I obviously have a very large kitchen for LA. I have a kitchen that I can actually stand in and turn around in, unlike my other kitchen where I had to limbo side to side like a crab. I love my kitchen. You can tell I have a KitchenAid. I love it. I love it. I'm getting a pasta maker soon. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to give fresh pasta to all my friends. I love doing things. I love cooking. I love my house is clean. Like I love that kind of stuff. But there's going to be people that really love that you do that if you're a good girl, and they're going to be like, I am going to jump on your face like an alien crab chest burster and never let go until I burst out of your chest and your body is on the floor. So this is your chance to not be that guy and to be Sigourney Weaver, is my opinion. So I have learned 3 things I am now carrying into my life that I'm going to pass along to you. Now I have to burp. That's going to be awkward. I'm literally drinking coffee right now while I'm doing this. Like, it's awesome. And like, I am not sponsored whatsoever, but the Trader Joe's cold foam creamer just got, and it's really good. The first thing is boundaries. People who are raised to be good girls are raised to be like, hi, my value is in what I give. What if I told you there are people out there who will like you if you don't give anything to them other than your presence when you can do that?
No! God, please, no!
You don't have to earn people's respect. If you have to earn somebody's respect, why are you friends with them? You shouldn't be friends with them. That's ridiculous. Don't let people in quickly. Pay attention to how they act. A friend of mine who is actually very famous, I'm not going to name them, but they associate with so many people, and they told me that their trick to figuring out if somebody is worth their time is they act like they're plugging their ears and they can't hear anything. And they watch how the person behaves when that person is talking to them and interacting with people. And that shows a lot about who that person is and if that person is a safe person to let into your life. I would say most people, the mask falls around 6 to 8 weeks, but if you've let them in your life more than you should before then and you have a good girl personality, you're going to be the person that wants to excuse that, like, oh, they didn't mean that, or oh, they're working on that, or oh, they'll get better, or no, we're working on our boundaries. Number 2, we don't make excuses for people. If I wouldn't do it to somebody, I don't excuse it. And this is something that somebody said to me. I said, I was at this thing and I was like, well, this person did this and it made me feel bad, but like maybe, and she says to me, would you have done that to somebody? And I'm like, no, not in a million years. Like, no. And she's like, then why are you accepting it from somebody else? My brain went into this thing about, well, what if I'm not right? And then the conversation went to, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It matters if it's right for you. There is no objective right. Somebody may be in an era of their life where they're going out to clubs and bars, and that is how they have fun. For me, that's not the era I'm in. So somebody who is like drinking, blackout drinking every night is probably not going to be a great friend to me. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person, but it means that that's not right for me. But there's no like one person sitting on a mountain saying, this is a right thing and this is a wrong thing. I was seeing things in black and white, and I was kind of taking the agency away from myself, and I was excusing bad behavior. It wasn't the right thing to do. So boundaries, number one. Number two, don't excuse any bad behavior. I would immediately apologize if I had offended somebody. Like, that is the last thing I would want to do. I wouldn't just like do some a-hole thing and just keep going like my life was normal. In the beginning, when you know somebody, it's always going to get worse from there. It is never going to get better. You're seeing the best thing of that person's face right there. So we got boundaries. We got don't excuse bad behavior, right? Don't let people in too early. Always keep one foot in and out of the door so that you can remove yourself without any problems and without any animosity. There's definitely a problem when you move to a new city like I did and you don't have any local friends. Immediately, I was like, I need to make friends. I'm lonely. What if something happens to me? What if I need a surgery? There's no one to help me here. I was too eager to let people into my life. I wanted to feel that I could have parties and entertain and do things like that, like I used to back east. And that wasn't really the right thing. Be very confident about who you are without your friends and without your people. Go to places by yourself. Keep an active, go to Meetup. I know, like for me, people would suggest Meetup when I first moved here, and Meetup is so annoying in some ways. I was so tired of hearing about Meetup. I was really looking at it wrong. I really was. I should have looked at it as like a numbers game and just gone to this one and that one and this one and that one, right? And if I was too tired to go to Meetup, I should have just had coffee later in the day and just forced myself to do it. Because when you're maintaining your fitness, your wind down, you know, the things you need to be healthy physically and the things you need to be healthy mentally, as far as like, you need to be out and doing these things, because that removes the toxicity of having to focus on one or two people and hope that they get it right, because you know that you'll have other options there of people that are not takers, of people that are not, frankly, losers. Another point I'm going to make is something I'm no longer doing, is I'm no longer Captain Fix-It. I am only focusing on this and me at this point, not in a selfish way. If anyone wants to collaborate, DM me, email me, get in touch, we will rock. But what I'm saying is, if I meet somebody who is struggling and doesn't know how to use social media, I'm not going to try to help them with it unless there's another situation going on. Because unfortunately, I would say 9 times out of 10, somebody that needs help is somebody who is not able to be helped. And I hate to say that, because I do know people that are not exactly where they want to be in life, and they are very good people. But I'm saying, like, if somebody is over 50 and they still don't know what they want to do, don't have any money, don't know how to use social media, that alone is a red flag. The time to figure out your life should have happened. I'm figuring out my life late because I had an extenuating circumstance, but I actually have a resume of successes that I can produce. So I would just say, be careful on who you're helping. I'm not saying don't help anybody. Be very careful about who you are helping, because you can get stuck into these like alien face sucker situations where it's an endless well of drain. And then you might find that you're in the position I was, where I haven't made consistent YouTube videos for 3 years. My good girl era is dead. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be a good person. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to volunteer. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to help and collaborate with other people. It means that I'm going to put a very specific set of systems around how I interact with people to protect myself and to protect my energy without copping out and hiding away from responsibility. That's the really most important thing. If you guys want to know more about what systems I'm actually putting into place, I will, I'll write them down next time and maybe make a video and go through it. But we're going to be talking about stuff every week. I am very happy to be back. I missed you guys. Comment below any questions, comments, or concerns, and I will see you next week. Give me some suggestions in the comments, because like how this came about is some of my followers suggested random stuff, and I had QR codes up, and people were able to donate to the LA mission. When they saw my, some of the QR codes also went to the He-Man video where he's singing The Four Non-Blondes. I think the other one was a Milli Vanilli video that people could watch when they walked by my apartment. Yeah, give me ideas, because I want to do something for the spring. I mean, like, what is it, Valentine's Day? I already have, I mean, I still have John Cena out there, so help me out. I need decoration ideas. I know that 2025 was kind of like 3 2020s in a trench coat, but I see you, I believe in you, you're awesome. I really do believe that about people. It's not a platitude. See you later.